Come alone, come with fear, come with love, come however you are. Just come alone, come with friends, come with foes, come however you are. Just come.
You from the Polack Wars and you from England are here arrived. Give order that these bodies high on a stage be placed to the view. And let me speak to a yet unknowing world of how these things came about. So shall you hear of carnal, bloody, and unnatural acts, of accidental judgments, casual slaughters, and of deaths put on by cunning and forced cause. And in this upshot, purposes mistook, fallen on the inventors' heads, all this can I truly deliver. But let the same be presently performed, even while men's minds are wild, lest more mischance on plots and errors happen.
Who's there? Nay, answer me. Stand and unfold yourself.
Long live the king!
Bernardo?
It's he.
You come most carefully upon your hour.
Have you had quiet guard?
Not a mouse stirring. But stand! Ho! Who's there?
Right, Miss Brown.
Say, what? Is Horatio there?
Piece of him.
Welcome, Horatio.
What? Has this thing appeared again tonight?
I have seen nothing.
Tush, tush. It will not appear.
Peace! Break me off! Look where it comes again!
In the same figure, like the king that's dead.
Thou art a scholar. Speak to it, Horatio.
Looks it not like the king? Mark it, Horatio.
Most like. It horrors me with fear and wonder.
Question it, Horatio.
What art thou? By heaven, I try to speak!
It is offended.
See, it stalks away.
Speak! 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 I try to speak!
'Tis gone and will not answer.
How now, Horatio? You tremble and look pale. Is not this something more than fantasy?
Is it not like the king?
As thou art thyself. 'Tis strange. Stop! Behold! Here it comes again! Stay! Illusion! If thou hast any sound or use of voice, speak to me! If thou art privy to thy country's fate, oh speak! Son of Marcellus!
Strike at it with my partisan.
Do, it will not stand!
It is here!
It is here!
'Tis gone.
Oh. It was about to speak when the cock crew.
And then it started off like a guilty thing. Upon a fearful summons. Break we our watch up, and by my advice let us impart what we have seen tonight unto young Hamlet. For this spirit done to us will speak to him.
Let's do it, I pray. And I this morning know where we shall find him most conveniently.
Though yet of our dear brother's death the memory be grieved, yet we with wisest sorrow think on him. And therefore our sometime sister, now our queen, have we with mirth in funeral, and dirge in marriage taken to wife, for all our thanks. And now, Laertes, what's the news with you?
My
What
dreadlord,
dost thou beg, Laertes?
my dreadlord, your leave in favor to return to France.
Have you your father's leave? What says Polonius?
He hath, my lord, wrung from me my leave by laborsome petition.
Well, I'll take thy fair hour, Laertes, sign me thine, and thy best graces spend at thy will. But now, my cousin Hamlet, and my son.
A little more than kin, less than kind.
Good Hamlet, do not forever with thy veiled lids seek for thy noble father in the dust. Thou know'st 'tis common, all that lives must die.
Ay, madam, 'tis common.
If If it be, why seems it so particular with thee?
Seems, madam? Nay, it is. I know not seems. 'Tis not alone my inky cloak, good mother, nor customary suits of solemn black, together with all forms, moods, shapes of grief that can denote me truly. These indeed seem. I have that within which passeth show.
'Tis sweet and commendable in your nature, Hamlet, to give these morning duties to your father. But you must know that your father lost a father. That father lost his. But to persevere in obstinate condolement, 'tis unmanly grief. Fie, 'tis a fault to heaven. We pray you, throw to the earth this unprevailing woe, and think of us as a father.
Let not your mother lose her prayers, Hamlet. Pray you stay with us. Go not to Wittenberg.
I shall in all my best obey you, madam.
Very nice. Why, 'tis a loving and a fair reply, madam, come. This gentle and unforced court of Hamlet sits smiling to my heart. Come away!
God. That this too solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a dew, or that the everlasting had not fixed his cannon against self-slaughter. Fie on it! Fie that it should come to this, 2 months dead. Nay, not so much. Not 2. Married with my uncle. My father's brother. But no more like my father than I to Hercules. Within a month! Oh. Frailty, thy name is woman, to post with such dexterity to incestuous sheets. It is not, nor cannot come to good, but break my heart, for I must hold my tongue.
Hail to your lordship.
What? Horatio. Oh, I'm glad to see you well. What make you at Elsinore?
My lord, I came to see your father's funeral.
I pray thee, mock me not. I think it was to see my mother's wedding.
Indeed, it followed hard upon.
Thrift? Horatio. The funeral baked meats did coldly furnish forth the wedding tables. My father, methinks I see my father.
Where, my lord?
In my mind's eye, Horatio.
I saw him once. He was a goodly king.
He was a man. Take him for all in all.
My lord, I think I saw him yesternight.
Saw who?
My lord, the king, your father.
The king, my father? For God's love, let me hear.
2 nights together had these gentlemen Marcellus and Bernardo on their watchbenches encountered. A figure like your father appears before them. Thrice he walked while Sadie still almost to jelly with the act of fear, stand dumb and speak not to him. This to me in dreadful secrecy in part they did, and I with them the 3rd night kept the watch, whereas they had delivered. The apparition comes.
Did you not speak to it?
My lord, I did, but answer it none.
Then, saw you not his face?
Oh, yes, my lord.
What? Looked he frowningly?
A countenance more in sorrow than in anger.
And he fixed his eyes upon you.
Oh, yes, my lord. Most constantly.
I would I had been there.
It would amaze you.
I will watch tonight, perchance 'twill walk again.
I warrant it will.
If it assume my noble father's person, I'll speak to it. Though all hell shall gape and bid me hold my peace, I doubt some foul play. Would the night were come. Till then, sit still my soul. Foul deeds will rise, though all the earth o'erwhelm them to men's eyes.
For Hamlet, and the trifling of his favor. Hold it to a fashion and a toy in blood. The perfume and supplements of a minute. No more.
No more of it so?
Think it no more. Perhaps he loves you now, but you must fear his greatness weighed. His will is not his own. Be wary then. Best safety lies in fear.
I shall the effect of this good lesson keep.
Oh, I stay too long. Here my father comes.
Here, Laertes, aboard! Aboard!
For shame!
There, my blessing sees in this in thee, and these few precepts in my memory keep. See thou character, be thou familiar, but by no means vulgar. Give every man thy ear, but few thy voice. Costly thy habit, as thy purse can buy, but not expressed in fancy. Rich, not gaudy, for the apparel oft proclaims the man. Neither a borrower nor a lender be. This above all, to thine own self be true. And it must follow, as the night, the day, thou canst not then be false to any man. Go. My blessing season is in thee.
Most humbly do I take my leave, my lord. Farewell, Ophelia, and remember well what I've said to you.
'Tis in thy memory locked, and you yourself shall keep the key of it.
Farewell! What is it, Ophelia? He hath said to you.
So please you, something touching the Lord Hamlet.
Marry, well bethought. 'Tis told me he hath oft of late given private time to you, and you have of your audience been most free and bounteous. What is between you? Give me up the truth.
He hath, my lord, of late made many tenders of his affections to me.
Affection? Pooh, you speak like a green girl. Do you believe his tenders, as you call them?
I do not know, my lord, what I should think.
Mary, I'll teach you. Think yourself a baby. Tender yourself more dearly.
Oh, my lord, he hath importuned me with love in an honorable fashion,
Aye, fashion you may call it. Go to.
and hath given countenance to his speech, my lord, with almost all the holy vows of heaven.
Aye, springes to catch woodcocks. I do know, when the blood burns, how the prodigal soul lends a tongue vows. These blazes, daughter, giving more light than heat, extinct in both you must not take for fire. Therefore, be somewhat scanter of your maiden presence. Look to it. I charge you, come your ways.
Shall obey, my lord.
What hour now?
I think it lacks of
No,
12.
it is struck.
My lord, it comes!
Angels and ministers of grace, defend us! Be thou a spirit of health or goblin damned. Thou comest in such a questionable shape, I'll speak to thee. I'll call thee now Hamlet. Father, royal Dane, oh, answer me!
It beckons you to go away with it.
But do not go with it. It will not speak, then I will follow it.
Do not!
Why? What should be the fear?
What if it tempts you toward the flood, my lord, and there assume some of the horrible form and draw you into madness? Think of it!
Raise me still. Go on, I'll follow you.
Do not go, my lord!
Hold off your hand!
You will shall not go!
I say away, by heaven! I'll make a ghost of him that lets me! I say away! Go on, I'll follow thee.
Is my wet is desperate with imagination. To what I shall this come?
Something is rotten in the state of Denmark.
Heaven will direct it.
Nay, let's follow him.
Where wilt thou lead me? Speak. I'll go no further.
Mark me.
I will.
My hour is almost come when I to sulphurous and tormenting flames must render up myself.
Alas, poor ghost.
Pity me not, but lend thy serious hearing to what I shall unfold.
Speak. I am bound to hear.
So art thou bound to revenge when thou shalt hear.
What?
I am thy father's spirit, doomed for a certain term to walk the night. But that I am forbid to tell the secrets of my prison house, I could a tale unfold, whose lightest word would harrow up thy soul, freeze thy young blood, and make thy two eyes like stars start from their spheres. List!
Lys! Listen! If thou wouldst ever thy dear father love, revenge his foul and most unnatural murder! Most foul, strange, and unnatural!
Haste me to know it, that I may sleep to my revenge.
Now, Hamlet, hear. 'Tis given out that while sleeping in my orchard, a serpent stung me. But no, thou noble youth, the serpent that did sting thy father's life now wears his crown.
My prophetic soul, mine uncle.
I, that incestuous, that adulterate beast. As I lay sleeping within my orchard upon my secure hour, thy uncle stole with juice of cursed Lebanon in a vial, and in the porches of my ear did pour the leprous distilment. Thus was I, sleeping by a brother's hand, of life, of crown, of queen at once dispatched. Oh, horrible, horrible, most horrible! If thou hast any nature in thee, bear it not. Let not the bed of Denmark be a couch for luxury and damned incest. But take not thy mind against thy mother aught. Leave her to heaven. Fare thee well at once. Adieu. Adieu, Hamlet. Remember me.
Hold! Remember thee? Yea, from the tables of my memory I'll wipe away all trivial fond record. Thy commandment all alone shall live in the book and volume of my brain. Oh, most pernicious woman. Oh, villain! Smiling damned villain! My tables. Meet it as I may set it down, that one may smile and be a villain. Or at least I'm sure it may be so in Denmark. Now, to my word. It is adieu, adieu. Remember me. I've sworn it.
My lord, my lord! Lord Hamlet! Heaven secure him!
So be it.
No, ho, ho, my lord!
Hello, ho, ho, boy! Come, bird, come.
How is it, my noble lord? What news, my lord?
Wonderful.
Good, my lord. Tell it.
No, you'll reveal it.
Not I, my lord.
Nor I.
Then you'll be secret.
I, by heaven, my lord.
There's never a villain dwelling in all Denmark, but he's an errant knave.
There needs no ghost come from the grave to tell us this, my lord.
Why, right. You are in the right. So, without more circumstance at all, I hold it fit that we shake hands and part. Look you, I'll go pray.
These are but wild and worldly words, my lord.
I'm sorry. They offend you, hardly.
There's no offense, my lord.
Oh, yes! By St. Patrick, but there is, Horatio. And much offense, too. So now, good friends, give me one poor request.
What is it, my lord?
Never make known what you have seen tonight.
My lord, we will not.
Nay, but swear it.
We have sworn, my lord, already.
Indeed, upon my sword, indeed.
Swear!
Ah, boy. Say yourself so. Come on! You hear this fellow in the cellar is consent to swear!
Swear!
Well said, old dog. Man's working here. Oh, day and night, but this is wondrous strange! For as a stranger given welcome, there are more things in heaven than earth. That are content in our philosophy. Swear! Rest, perturbed spirit. Let us go on together. Time is out of joint. Oh, cursed spite that ever I was born to set it right. How now, Ophelia? What's the matter?
My lord, I have been so frightened.
What in the name of God?
My lord, as I was sewing in my closet, Lord Hamlet, with his doublet all unbraced, no hat upon his head, his stockings fouled as if he'd been loosed out of hell, he comes before me.
And that's what I love?
My lord, I do fear it.
What said he?
He took me by the wrist and held me hard. Then with his other hand thus o'er his brow, he falls to such perusal of my face as he would draw it. Long stayed he so, and at last he raised a sigh so piteous and profound as it did seem to end his being. That done, he lets me go.
This is the very ecstasy of love. Have you given him any hard words of late?
No, my good lord. But as you did command, I did repel his fetters.
Come, go to the king. This must be known.
Welcome, dear Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Something. Have you heard of Hamlet's transformation? I entreat you both to gather what ought to us unknown afflicts him thus.
Good gentlemen, he hath much talked of you. Sure I am 2 men there are not living to whom he more adheres.
We both obey.
Thanks, Rosencrantz and gentle Guildenstern.
Go, some of you, bring these gentlemen to where Hamlet is.
Heavens make our presences and practices helpful and pleasant to them.
Aye, amen.
Amen.
My lord! I do think, else this brain of mine hunts not the trail of policy so sure as it hath used to, that I have found the very cause of Hamlet's lunacy.
I doubt it is no other but the main, his father's death and our over-hasty marriage.
My liege and madam, to expostulate what majesty should be, what duty is, why day is day, night is night, and time is time, would be to waste night, day, and time. Therefore, since brevity is the soul of wit, I shall be brief. Your noble son is mad.
More matter with less art.
Madam, I swear I use no art at all. That he is mad, 'tis true. 'Tis true, 'tis pity, and pity 'tis true. But farewell, for I will use no art at all. That mad, let us grant him. Now, that remains is to find the cause of this effect. Or, shall I say the cause of this defect? For this effect defective comes by cause. Prepend, I have a daughter, while she is mine, who in her duty and obedience, mark you, gave me this. Now gather and surmise. To the fair, my soul's idol, the fair, beautified Ophelia. That is an ill phrase. That is a vile phrase. Beautified is a vile phrase. But you shall hear. Doubt thou, the stars are fire. Doubt the sun doth move. Doubt truth to be alive. But never doubt. I love. Hamlet, this in obedience hath my daughter shown me.
But how hath she received his love?
I precepts gave her, and he repulsed, a short tale to make. He then fell into a weakness. Well, thence into a sadness. Thence into a fast, thence into another weakness, and by this declension, into the madness wherein he now raves.
Do you think 'tis this?
It may be, very likely.
Take this from this, if it be otherwise.
How may we try it further?
Sometime I loose my daughter to him. Be you and I behind the arras then. Mark the encounter.
We will try it.
The poor wretch.
Put away. I do beseech you, both away. How does my good Lord Hamlet?
Well, God of mercy.
Do you know me, my lord?
Excellent, well. You are a fishmonger.
Not I, my lord.
Then I would you were so honest a man.
Honest, lord.
Aye, sir. To be honest is to be one man picked out of 10,000. Have you a daughter?
I have, my lord.
Let her not walk in the sun. Conception is a blessing. But as your daughter may conceive, friend, look to it.
Still harping on my daughter. Yet he knew me not at first. He said I was a fishmonger. He is far gone. Far gone. Well, truly, in my youth I suffered much extremity for love. Very near this. I'll speak to him again. What read you, my lord?
Words. Words. Words.
What is the matter, my lord?
Between who?
The matter that which you read?
Oh. Slander, sir. For the satirical rogue says here that old men have gray beards, their faces are wrinkled, they lack a plentiful amount of wit, together with most weak hams, all of which, though I most powerfully and potently believe, do not hold it thus honesty to have it thus set down. For yourself, sir, should be as old as I am, if like a crab you could go backward.
Well, though this be madness, there is method in it. Will you walk out of the air, my lord?
Into my grave.
Indeed, that is out of the air. How pregnant sometimes his replies are. I'll leave him, and suddenly contrive the means of meeting between him and my daughter. My most honorable lord, I must most humbly take my leave of you.
You cannot, sir. Take from me anything. I'm more willing to part with all. Except my life. Except my life. Except my life. Tedious old fools.
There he is.
God save you, sir!
My honored lord!
My most dear lord!
Rosencrantz and gentle Guildenstern. Good lads, how do you both? What's the news?
None, my lord, but the world's grown honest.
Then is doomsday near? But your news is not true. What have you deserved at the hands of fortune that she sends you to prison hither?
Prison, my lord.
Denmark's a prison.
We think not so, my lord.
Why then 'tis none to you, for nothing is either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. What make you at Elsinore?
To visit you, my lord, no other occasion.
Is it a free visitation? By your own inclining? Were you not sent for? Come, deal justly with me. Nay, speak.
What should we say, my lord?
Why, anything! But to the purpose. I know the good king and queen have sent for you.
What say you?
My lord, we were sent for.
Oh, I will tell you why. I have of late lost all my mirth. The earth seems to me a sterile promontory. This excellent canopy, the air. Look you, this brave overhanging firmament, why it appears to me no other thing than a foul and pestilent congregation of vapors. What a piece of work is a man. How infinite in faculty, in movement, how express, and admirable. In judgment, how like an angel. In apprehension, how like a god. Yet, the beauty of the earth, the paragon of animals. Yet to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights not me. No, nor woman neither. But by your smiling, you seem to say so.
There was no such stuff in my
Why
thoughts.
did you laugh then when I said man delights not me?
To think, my lord, if you delight not in man, what Latin entertainment the players shall receive from you. We coated them on our way, and hither they are coming to offer you service.
What players are they?
Those you were wont to take delight in, the tragedians of the sea.
There are the players.
Gentlemen, you are welcome to Elsinore. Come, your hands. Mwah. Mwah. But my uncle father and aunt mother are deceived.
In what, my dear lord?
I am but mad. north-northwest. When the wind blows southerly, I know a hawk from a handsaw.
Well, be with you, gentlemen.
Hark you, Guildenstern. And you too. That great baby you see there is not yet out of his swaddling clouts. I will prophesy, mark it. He comes to tell me of the players. My lord, I have news to tell you.
My lord, I have news to tell you.
Buzz!
On my honor.
Each actor came
The best players in the world, whether it be for history, comedy, tragedy, pastoral, historical, comical, pastoral, historical, comical, pastoral, tragical, scene inevitable, or poem unlimited.
Oh, Jephthah, judge of Israel, what treasure hadst thou?
What a treasure had he, my lord?
Why, one fair daughter had no more, the which he loved passing well.
Still on my daughter.
Look where my abridgment comes. Gentlemen, you are welcome to Elsinore. Come, give us a taste. A passionate speech.
What speech, my lord?
I heard thee speak me a speech once. Let me see. The rugged Pyrrhus, old Grandshire Priam seeks. So proceed you.
Anon he finds him, striking the two sword he greets. His empty sword, rebellious to his arm, lies where it falls. Ding, ding, ding. Pyrrhus at Priam drives, enraged strikes wide. For lo, his sword which was declining on the head of Reverend Priam seemed in the air to stick. Doing. So after Pyrrhus' pause, aroused vengeance sets in him new a work, and with less remorse than Pyrrhus' bleeding sword now falls with Priam. But who had seen the marble queen?
The marble queen!
The marble queen?
Marble queen is good.
Hecuba, run up and down, threatening the flames. But if the gods themselves did see her then, when she saw Pyrrhus making malicious sport in mincing with his sword her husband's limbs,
Look you! Well, she has no color in her face, tears in her eyes. Pray you, no more.
Tis well. I'll have thee speak out the rest soon. Good lord, will you see these players well bestowed?
Huh?
Do you hear? Let them be well used.
Oh, aye. Come, sirs.
We'll have a play tomorrow. Oh, wouldst thou hear me, old friend? Can you play The Murder of Gonzago?
aye, my lord.
We'll have it tomorrow night. Could you, for a need, study a speech of some 16 or dozen lines, which I'll have set down and insert in it? Could you not?
Aye, my lord.
Very well. Follow that lord and pray you. Mock him not. You are welcome to Elsinore. I'll leave you till tonight.
Good, my lord. Good, my lord. Good, my lord.
Aye, so. God be with ye. Now I am alone. What a rogue and peasant slave am I. Is it not monstrous that this player here, but in a fiction, in a dream of passion, could force her soul so to her own conceit, that from her working all her visage waned? Tears in her eyes, distraction in her aspect, her whole function suiting with forms to her conceit, and all for nothing. For Hecuba. What's Hecuba to her? Or she to Hecuba, that she should weep for her? What would she do had she the cue and motive for passion that I have? She would drown the stage in tears, make mad the guilty, and appall the free, confound the ignorant. and amaze indeed the very faculty of eyes and ears. Yet I, a dull and muddy-meddled rascal, can say nothing. No, not for a king. Am I a coward? Who calls me villain? Breaks my painted cross, plucks out my beard, blows it in my face. Who does me this? Swoons, I should take it, for it cannot be but that I am pigeon-livered, or I should have fatted all the region kites with this slave's offal. It is bloody-body villain, remorseless, treacherous, lecherous, kindless villain of vengeance! Why, what an ass am I? This is most brave. I, the son of a dear father murdered, must fall a-cursing, like a very drag, a scullion. Fie upon it. Foe about my brain. Oh, I've heard that guilty creatures sitting at a play have, by the very cunning of the scene, been struck so to the soul that they have proclaimed their malfactions. For murder, though I have no tongue, shall speak with most miraculous organ. I'll have these players play something like the murder of my father before mine uncle. If he but blench, I know my course. The spirit that I have seen may be a devil. The devil hath power to assume a pleasing shape. I'll have grounds more relative than this. The play's the thing wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king.
Ophelia, walk you here. My lord, so please you, we will bestow ourselves. Read on these notes that axe me. Paint a color of your loneliness. With devotions, visits, and pious action, we do sugar over the devil himself.
Oh, 'tis too true. How smart a lass that speech doth give my conscience.
Oh, but alas, I hear him coming. Let us withdraw, my lord.
To be or not to be? That is the question. But it is nobler in the mind to suffer. The slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take up arms against the sea of troubles, and by opposing end them, to die, to sleep no more. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished to die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams shall come? When we have shuffled off this mortal coil. Must give us pause. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time when he himself might his quietest make with a bare bodkin? Who would grunt and sweat under a weary life? But for the dread of something after death. The undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns. Puzzles the will, makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to ones we know not of. Thus, conscience does make cowards of us all. But soft, the fair Ophelia, nymph. Oh, in thy orisons be all my sins remembered.
Good my lord. I have remembrances of yours that I have longed to redeliver. I pray you now receive them.
No. Not I. I never gave you aught.
My honored lord, you know right well you did. There, my lord.
Are you honest?
My lord?
Are you fair?
What means your lordship?
That, if you be honest and fair, your honesty should admit no discourse to your beauty. I did love you once.
Indeed, my lord, you made me believe so.
You shouldn't have believed me.
I was the more deceived.
Get thee to a nunnery. Why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners? I am myself indifferent honest, yet I can accuse me of such offenses that it were better my mother had not borne me. I am very proud, revengeful, with more offenses at my beck than I have thoughts to put them in. Imagination to give them shape, or time to even act them in. What? Should fellows such as I do, crawling between heaven and earth? We are errant knaves, all. Believe none of us. Where's your father?
At home, my lord.
Let the doors be shut on him, that he may play the fool nowhere but in his own house. Farewell!
Help him, you sweet heavens.
I'll no more on it. It hath made me mad. I say we will have no more marriages. Those that are married already, all but one shall live. The rest shall keep as they are. To a nunnery go.
What a noble mind is here o'erthrown, and I of ladies most dejected and wretched, oh, woe is me! To have seen what I have seen, see what I see.
Love! His affections do not that way tend, nor what he spake. It's not like madness. There's something in his soul. He shall with speed to England. What think you on it?
My lord, do as you see fit. But, if you see it fit, let us Queen Mother all alone entreat him, to show his grief. I'll be, so please you, placed to mark the entire encounter. If you find him not, to England send him.
It shall be so. Madness in great one shall not unwatched go.
Speak the speech as I pronounced it to you, trippingly on the tongue. If you mouth it, as many of your players do, I had as lief the town crier spoke my lines. Nor do not saw the air too much with your hands. Oh, it offends me to the soul to hear a periwig-fatted fellow tear a passion to tatters, to very rags, to split the ears of the groundlings. I pray you avoid it.
I won't.
Be not too tame neither, but suit the action to the word to the action. For anything so overdone is from the purpose of playing, whose end, both at the first and now, was and is, to hold as 'twere the mirror, up to nature, to show virtue her own feature, scorn her own image, the very age and body of time, his form and pressure. But go, make you ready. My good lord, will the king hear this piece of work?
The queen too, that presently.
Bid the players make haste. Will you two help to hasten them?
We will, my lord.
Good Horatio.
Here, sweet lord, at your service.
There is a play tonight before the king, one scene of which comes very near the circumstance I have told thee of my father's death. I prithee, observe mine uncle. If his oculated guilt do not itself unkennel in one speech, it is a damned ghost we have seen. But go, they come to the play. I must be idle. Find you out a place.
How fares our cousin Hamlet?
Excellent. In faith of the chameleon's dish. I eat the air. You cannot feed captains, so promise, crammed.
I have nothing with this answer, Hamlet. These words aren't mine.
No, nor do I now. My lord, you say you played once in the university.
That did I. I was a country actor.
Oh, what did you enact?
I didn't act Julius Caesar. Was killed the capital. Brutus killed me.
'Twas a brute part of him to kill so capital a calf there. See the players ready?
Aye, my lord. Oh, come hither, my dear Hamlet. Sit by me.
No. Good mother. Here's Metal. More attractive.
Oh, mark you that.
Shall I lie in your lap?
No, my lord.
I mean my head in your lap.
Aye, my lord.
Did you think I meant country matters?
I think nothing, my lord.
'Tis a fair thought to lie between maidens' legs.
You are merry, my lord.
What should a man do but be merry? For look you how cheerfully my mother looks. My father died within these 2 hours.
Nay, 'tis twice 2 months, my lord.
So long! Oh, heavens, then. There's hope, then, that a great man's memory may outlive him half a year. Huh? This player will tell all. They cannot keep counsel.
For us and for our tragedy here stooping to your clemency, we beg your hearing. Patiently.
Is this a prologue or the posy of a ring?
'Tis brief, my lord.
As woman's love.
Full 30 dozen moons with borrowed sheen about the world. Have times 530s been since love, our hearts and hymen did our hands unite. Unite communal in most sacred bands.
So many journeys. May the sun and the moon make us again count. Oh, ere our love be done. But woe is me. You've been so sick of late. So far from cheer and from your former state. Utah!
Of faith, I must leave thee, love, and shortly to my operate powers their functions leave to do, and thou,
Thou shalt live in this fair world behind. Honored, beloved, and happily what is kind. For husband shalt thou find.
Confound the rest. Such love needs be treason in my breast.
Wormwood.
A second time, I kill my husband dead. When second husband kisses me in bed.
If she should break it now.
'Tis deep. Sport. Sweet, leave me here a while. My spirit grows dull. And fain, I would beguile the tedious day with sleep.
Sleep, rock thy brain, and never let mischance between us twain.
Madam, how like you this play?
The lady protests too much, methinks.
Oh, but she'll keep her word. What do you call the play? The Mouse Trap? 'Tis the image of a murder done in Vienna, but what of that? Your Majesty, and we that have free souls, it touches us not. This is one loose.
You are indeed victorious, my lord.
Oh.
Oh, Mr. Rain of midnight weeds collected with Hecatesman thrice infected thy natural magic and dire. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. And dire property. Unwholesome life. Usurp immediately.
What? Frighted with false fire.
How fares my lord?
Give her the play!
Give me some light.
Oh, good Horatio, I'll take the ghost word for 1,000 pound. Didst perceive very well upon the talk of the poisoning.
I did very well note him.
Oh. Come, some music. Come, the recorders. If the king likes not the comedy party, he likes it not. Come, some music.
Good, my lord. Vouchsafe me a word with you.
Sir, a whole history.
The king, sir.
Aye, what of him?
In his retirement, marvelous distemper.
The queen, your mother, in most great affliction of spirit, hath sent me to you.
With your behavior, you have struck her into the most amazement.
Oh, wonderful. A son that can so astonish a mother. Have you any further trade with us?
Good my lord, what's your cause of distemper?
Oh. The recorders, let me see one. My lord, will you play upon this pipe?
My lord, I cannot.
I pray you.
Believe me, my lord, I cannot.
I do beseech you.
I know no touch of it.
'Tis as easy as lying. Give it breath with your mouth, and it will discourse eloquent music. Look, you, here are the stops.
But my lord, I cannot command to any utterance of harmony. I have not the skill.
You would play upon me. You would seem to know my stops. You would sound me from my lowest note to the top of my compass. There is much music, most excellent voice in this little organ, yet cannot you make it speak? So, blood, do you think I am easier to be played on than a pipe? Call me what instrument you will. You can fret me. You cannot play upon me. God save you, sir.
My lord, the queen would speak with you, and presently.
There. You see yonder cloud almost in the shape of a camel. By the mass, and 'tis shaped like a camel. Methinks it like a weasel.
It is backed like a weasel.
Or a whale.
Yeah. Very like a whale.
Then I will come by and by. They fool me to the top of my bent. I will come by and by.
I will say so.
By and by is easily said. Leave me, friends.
Stop it.
Now to my mother. Let me be cruel, not unnatural. Let me speak daggers to her, but use none.
I like him not, nor stand it safe with us to let his madness reign. Therefore prepare you, and he to England shall along with you go!
We will haste us!
We will haste us.
Oh, my offense is rank, it smells to heaven. A brother's murder. But what form of prayer can serve my turn? Forgive me, my foul murder. That cannot be, since I am still possessed of the effects for which I did the murder. My crown, my own ambition, and my queen. May one be pardoned but still retain offense. Help, angels, make essay. All may be well.
Now might I do it, Pat? Now he is praying. And now I'll do it! And so he goes to heaven, and so am I revenged? That would be scanned. A villain kills my father, and for that I do send this same villain to heaven? No. Up sword. No, there are more horrid end. When he is drunk, asleep, or in his rage, or in the incestuous pleasure of his bed, then trip him, that his heels may kick at heaven, and his soul may be as black and damned as hell to where it goes.
My words fly up, my thoughts remain below. Words without thoughts never to heaven go.
He will come straight. Look you, lay home to him.
Withdraw. I hear him coming.
Mother! Mom! Now, Mother, what's the matter?
Hamlet, thou hast thy father much offended.
Mother, you have my father much offended.
Come, come, you answer with an idle tongue.
Go, go. You question with a wicked tongue.
How now, Hamlet? Have you forgot me?
No, not I. You are the queen. Your husband's brother's wife. Were not so, you are my mother.
Nay, then.
Sit you down. You shall not budge. You go not till I set you up again. You see the evil horn? I know a rat. Dead for a duck is dead.
Well done!
I know not. Is it the king?
What a rash and bloody deed is this?
Almost as bad, good mother, as kill a king and marry with his brother.
Kill a king?
Aye, lady, 'twas my word. Wretched rash! Intruding fool, I took thee for thy better! Leave wringing of your hands. Peace. Let me wring your heart.
Why? What have I done that thou darest wag thy tongue in noise so rude against me?
Look you on this picture. Two brothers. See what a grace was seated on this brow. This was your husband. Look you now. This is your husband. Like a mildewed ear. Have you eyes? Oh, have you eyes?
Speak to me no more. Thou turnest mine eyes into my very soul, and there I see such black and grained spots as will not leave their teeth.
But to live in the rank sweat of an enseamed bed.
More! These words like daggers enter mine ears. No more. Sweet, sweet Hamlet.
A murderer and a villain.
No.
A king of shreds and patches. Oh, you heavenly guards. What would your gracious figure?
He is mad.
This visitation is but to whet thy almost blunted purpose. Look amazement on thy mother sit. Speak to her, Hamlet.
How is it with you, lady?
Alas, how is it with you that you do bend your eye on vacancy? Whereon do you look?
On him, look how pale he glares.
To whom do you speak this?
Do you see nothing there?
Nothing at all. Yet all that is, I see.
Look on him. Look as it steals away my father in his habit as he lived.
This is the very coinage of thy brain.
No, it is not madness. Oh, that I have uttered. For love of grace, mother, confess yourself to heaven. Repent. What's past? Avoid what is to come.
Hamlet, thou hast cleft my heart in twain.
Oh. Throw away the worser part of it. Live the purer with the other half. Good night. Go not to my uncle's bed. For this same Lord do I repent. So again, good night. I'm cruel only to be kind. So again, good night. This Lord is most still. Oh. Most grave. Who was in life a prating knave. One word more, good madam.
I have no life to breathe what thou hast said to me.
I must to England, you know that.
I had forgot.
There's letters sealed. My schoolfellows bear the mandate. So again, good night.
There's matter in these sighs, these profound heaves. Where is your son?
In his lawless fit, behind the arras, hearing something stir. whips out his rapier, and in this brainish apprehension kills the unseen good old man.
Alas, how shall this bloody deed be answered? Where is he gone?
To draw apart the body he hath killed. He weeps for what is done.
What, Gertrude, come away. My heart is full of discord and dismay.
Compounded it with dust where to 'tis kin.
You must tell us where the body is and go with us to the king.
The body is with the king. The king is not with the body. The king is a thing, my lord.
A thing?
Of nothing.
Now, Hamlet, where is Polonius?
Supper.
At supper? Where?
Not where he eats, but where he is eaten. Even now, a certain congregation of politic worms are eating at him. We fed all creatures else to fed us. We fed ourselves for maggots. That's the end.
Alas, alas!
A man may fish with the worm that hath eat of a king.
What dost thou mean by this?
Nothing. But to show you how a king may make its way of progress to the guts
Where is Polonius?
In heaven! Oh, send hither to see. If your messenger find him not there, seek him in the other place yourself.
Guards!
Indeed, if you find him not within this month, you shall nose him as you go up the stairs into the lobby.
Go seek him there.
He will stay till you come.
Hamlet, we must send thee hence, therefore prepare thyself for England.
Aye, for England.
Aye, Hamlet.
Farewell, dear mother.
Thy loving father, Hamlet.
My mother. Father and mother is man and wife is one flesh. Come then for England.
We'll follow him at foot away! And England. By letters bring the present death of Hamlet!
What would she have?
She speaks much of her father. She hems and beats her heart. It's because she was spoken with.
Let her come in. To my sick soul, as sin's true nature is, each toy seems prologue to some great amiss. How now, Ophelia?
How should I your true love know from another one?
Sweet lady, what imports this song?
Say you, may pray you mark. He is dead and gone, lady. He is dead and gone. At his head a grass green turf, at his heels a stone. To pray you mark. White his shroud is the mountain snow, larded with sweet flowers, which we went to the grave did go, with true love showers.
Look here, my lord.
How do you, pretty lady?
Tomorrow is St. Valentine's Day. I'll in the morning be time, and I made at your window to be your Valentine.
Pretty Ophelia.
Deed laugh, without oath I'll make an end on it. Young men will do it if they can drink, but God they are to blame. Quoth she, before you tumble me, you promised me to wed. So what I had done by yonder son of God hath not come to my face.
How long has she been thus?
I do not choose to wait. I think they lay him in the cold ground. My brother will know of it. And so I thank you for your good counsel. Come, my coach. Good night, ladies. Good night, sweet ladies. Good night. Good night.
Follow her close. Give her good watch, I pray you. Oh, this is the poison of deep grief. Oh, Gertrude. Gertrude, when sorrows come, they come not in single spies, but in battalions.
What noise is this?
My lord, young Laertes in a riot his head.
The doors are broke.
Oh, thou vile king! Give me my father!
Good Laertes!
Oh, what is the cause, Laertes? Thou art incensed. Let him go, Gertrude.
Where is my father?
Dead.
But not by him.
How came he dead? I will not be juggled with! Let come what comes! Only I be revenged most thoroughly for my father!
Good Laertes. Let her come in.
Ophelia!
They pour him bare-faced on the bier. Hey, nonny, no. Nonny, hey, nonny, no. There's rosemary. That's for remembrance. Pray you, love, remember. And there's a pansy. That's for thoughts. There's fennel for you. And columbines. There's rue for you. And here's some for me. And there's a daisy. I would have given you some violets, but they withered all away when my father died. And will he not come again? And will he not come again? No, he is dead. Go to thy deathbed. He never will come again.
Do you see this? Oh, God.
I must commune with your grief. Go with me.
What did they do and speak with me?
My lord, sailors, they say they have letters for you.
I know not from whom I should be greeted, if not from Lord Hamlet. Let them come in.
There's a letter for you, my lord.
Horatio, when thou shalt have overlooked this, give these fellows some means to the king. They have letters for him. Ere we were 2 days old at sea, a pirate of very warlike appointment gave us chase. Finding ourselves too slow of sail, I boarded them, and I alone became the prisoner. They have dealt with me like thieves of mercy, but they knew what they did. I am to do good turn for them. Let the king have the letters I have sent, and repair thou to me. Thy voice to speak in thine ear will make thee dumb. These good fellows will bring thee where I am. Farewell, Hamlet. Come, I will make your way for these your letters, and direct me to he from whom you brought them.
Now must your conscience my acquaintance seal, for he which hath your noble father slain pursued my life.
And so have I, a noble father, lost, and a sister driven into desperate terms, but my revenge will come.
What is the matter?
My lord, letters from Hamlet. One to your majesty and one to the queen.
Oh, from Hamlet! Oh, Laertes, you shall hear them. Leave us. High and mighty, you shall know that I am set naked on your kingdom. Tomorrow shall I see your kingly eyes, and recount the occasion of my sudden return, Hamlet. What should this mean?
Know you the hand?
'Tis Hamlet's character. Naked?
I'm lost in my lord. But let him come.
If he be now returned, I will work him to an exploit, now ripe in my device, under the which he shall not choose but fall. And for his death, even his mother shall call it an accident. Laertes, was your father dear to you?
Why ask you this?
Hamlet comes back. What would you undertake to show yourself your father's son? Indeed, more than in words.
To cut his throat in the church!
Revenge should have no bounds! But will you do this? Requite him for your father?
I'll do it. And for that purpose, I'll anoint my sword. I bought an unction of a mountebank so mortal that nothing can save the thing from deafness but scratch withal. I'll touch my tip in this contagion, and if I gall him slightly, it may be death.
And when he calls for drink, I'll prepare him a chalice, whereon but sipping, if by chance he escaped your venom stuck, our purpose may hold there. Oh, sweet queen.
One woe doth tread upon another's heel. Your sister is drowned, Laertes.
Drowned? Where?
There's a willow grows aslant a brook. There with fantastic garlands did she come. There on the boughs her coronet weeds clamoring to hang, an envious sliver broke. When down she fell into the weeping brook, her clothes spread wide and murmured like a while. They bore her up, but long it could not be, till that her garments, heavy with their drink, pulled down the poor wretch into dark muddy death.
Alas, then she is drowned.
Drowned. Drowned.
Too much of water hast thou, poor Ophelia. And therefore I forbid my tears. Adieu, my lord.
Let's follow, Gertrude. How much I had to do to calm his rage. Now I fear this will just give it start again. Therefore, let's follow.
Surrounds me now. And all I've got is your hand. Lord, can you hear me now? Lord, can you hear me now? Lord, can you hear me now?
Christian burial, she that willfully seeks her own salvation.
I tell thee she is.
And how can that be, unless she drowned herself in her own defense?
Nay, but hear you.
Give me leave. Here lies water. Good. Now here stands the man. Now, the man goes to the water and drowns himself. It is willy-nilly he goes, mark you that. But if the water comes to him and drowns him, he drowns not himself.
Will ye have the truth on it? If this had not been a gentlewoman, she would not have been buried, O Christian burial.
There thou sayest. Come, my spade. There is no ancient gentleman, but gardeners, ditchers, and grave makers. They hold up Adam's profession.
Was he a gentleman?
He was the first that ever bore arms.
Why, he had none. Ugh.
What? Art thou a heathen? How dost thou understand the scripture? The scripture says Adam digged. Could he dig without arms?
No.
I'll put another question to thee.
Go to.
What is he that built stronger than either the mason, the shipwright, or the carpenter? The gallows maker, for that frame he built outlives 1,000 tenants. Oh, I like thy wit. The gallows does well, but how does it well? To it, come again.
What built stronger than a mason, a shipwright, or a carpenter?
Aye, tell me that in a note.
Mary, I can tell.
To it.
Mass, I cannot tell.
Just cudgel thy brains no more about it. But when you are asked this question next, say a grave maker. The houses that he builds last till doomsday. Just go! Fetch me a soup of liquor.
Is this fellow no feeling of her business that she sings at grave making? That had a tongue in it and could sing once. Might be the pate of a politician, might it not?
It might.
Here we should say, how dost thou, my good lord?
Aye, my lord.
Might it not? Whose grave is this, sir?
Mine.
I think it be thine, for thou liest in it.
Well, you lie out on it, sir, therefore it is not yours. Yet I lie in it, and it is mine.
Thou liest to be in it, and say it is thine. 'Tis for the dead, not for the quick. Therefore thou liest. What man is to be buried in it?
For no man, sir.
What woman then?
For none either.
Who's to be buried in it?
One that was a woman, sir, but rest her soul, she's dead.
How absolute the knave is. How long hast thou been a grave maker?
Since that our last king, Hamlet's father, overcame 14 bras.
How long's that since?
It was the very day young Hamlet was born, he that is mad and sent into England.
Aye, marry. Why was he sent into England?
Why? Because he was mad. He shall recover his wits there. If he do not, is no great matter here.
Why?
Well, 'twill not be seen in him there. There the men are as mad as he.
How came he mad?
Very strangely, they say.
How
For
strangely?
faithing, losing his wits.
Upon what ground?
Why, here in Denmark.
How long will a man lie in the earth ere he rot?
Well, the skull has lain in the earth 23 years.
Whose was it?
Well, who do you think it was? Oh, the same skull, sir, was Yorick's skull. The king's jester.
This?
You know that?
Let me see. Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him. Horatio. A fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. I have ridden on his back 1,000 times. Now how aborted my imagination it is. Ah, here hung those lips that I have kissed I know not how oft. Where be your jibes now? Your jambles? Your flashes of merriment that were wont to set the table on a roar. Not one? Quite chapfallen? Thou tell me one thing, Horatio.
What's that, my lord?
Dost thou think Alexander the Great looked at this fashion in the earth?
Even so.
And smelt so?
Even so, my lord.
Might not imagination trace the noble dust of Alexander till he find it stopping a bunghole?
'Twere to consider too curiously to consider so.
Imperious Caesar, dead, turned to clay, might stop a hole to keep the wind away. But stop. The king and his courtiers. Queen. Who's this they follow? Catch me while I'm on. That's Laertes, a very noble youth.
Lay her in the earth, and from her unpolluted body shall violets spring. I tell you, a ministering angel shall my sister be.
What? The fair Ophelia.
I hoped thou shouldst have been my Hamlet's wife. I thought thy bride bed to have decked sweet maid and not have strewed thy grave.
Hold off the earth while till I've caught her once more in my arms.
What is he whose grief bears such an emphasis? It is I, Hamlet, the Dane.
The devil take thy soul!
Thou prayest not well! I prithee take thy fingers from my throat.
Pluck them asunder.
I loved Ophelia! 40,000 brothers and all their quantity of love could not make up my sum.
Oh, he is mad, Laertes.
For love of God, forbear him.
What wilt thou do? Swoons! Show me what thou wilt do! Would weep? Would fast? Would fight? Would eat a crocodile? I'll do it. Dost thou come here to whine? To outface me with leaping in her... I'll do it.
This is mere madness.
But it is no matter. Captain, you dog will have his day, Hercules.
Wait upon him, good Horatio.
Strengthen your patience. In our last night's speech, we'll put the matter to the present push.
Good Gertrude, set some watch over your son. An hour of quiet shortly shall we see. Till then in patience our proceeding be.
So much for this. Now you shall see the other. Do you remember all the circumstance?
Remember it, my lord?
Bound for England I lay. Worse than mutines in the bilboes, groped I up from my cabin to find out these school friends. Fingered their packets and in fine withdrew to my own room again to unseal their grand commission, where I found, Horatio, a royal knavery. An exact command that my head should be struck off.
Is it possible?
Here it is. Read at more leisure. Wilt thou know how I did proceed?
I beseech you.
Yes. I sat me down, devised a new commission, wrote it fair. Wilt thou know the effect of what I wrote?
Aye, good my lord.
Had my father's signet in my purse. Aye, an earnest conjuration from the king that he should the bearers put to sudden death.
So Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, go to it.
Why, what a king is this?
And is it not to be damned? To let this canker of our nature come in further evil?
Peace, who comes here?
Sir, here is newly come to court Laertes. Believe me, an absolute gentleman. I do not think you ignorant.
I would you did, sir.
I mean, sir, of his weapon.
What's his weapon?
Rapier and dagger.
It's two of his weapons. Well.
The king, sir, hath laid on 12 for 9, and yourself and him in duel. He shall not exceed you 3 hits.
If it please his majesty, let the foils be brought.
I commend my duty to your lordship.
Yours? Yours?
You will lose this wager, my lord.
I do not think so. Since I went into France, I have been in continual practice. I shall win at the...
Hey, good my lord.
It is but a foolery.
If your mind dislike anything, obey it. I will forestall their repair hither. I will forestall their repair hither and say you are not fit.
Not a whit. We defy augury. There's a special providence in the fall of a sparrow. If it be now, it is not to come. If it be not to come, it is now. Yet if it be not now, yet it will come. The readiness is all.
Come, Hamlet, come, and take this hand from me.
Give me a pardon, sir. I've done you wrong. What I have done, I here proclaim, was madness. I have shot mine arrow over the house.
I'm satisfied! In nature, but on terms of honor, I stand aloof. Will be no reconciliation.
Come on, then. Give us the foils.
Come, one for me.
I'll be your foil, Laertes. Mine ignorance. Your skill shall, like a star in the darkest night, stick fiery off indeed.
You mock me, sir.
No, by this hand.
Give them the foils, Marcellus. Cousin Hamlet, you know the wager?
Excellent. Well, your majesty, you have laid the odds on the weaker side.
I do not fear it. I've seen you both. But since he is bettered, we have therefore odds.
This one's too heavy. Another.
This likes me well. These foils have all the length.
Aye, my good lord.
Set me the stoops of wine upon that table. If Hamlet give the first or second hit, the king shall drink to his better breath. Come, let's begin, and you, the judges, bear a wary eye.
Come on, sir.
Come, my lord.
What? No! Judgment?
It's very palpable.
Stay, give me drink. Hamlet, this pearl is thine. Here's to thy health. Give him the cup.
I dare not drink yet. By and by, I'll play this bout. First! Another hit, what say you?
A touch, I do confess.
Our son shall win.
Here, Hamlet, take my napkin, rub thy brows. The queen carouses to thy fortune.
Good, madam.
Gertrude, do not drink it.
I will, my lord. I pray you pardon me.
'Tis the poisoned cup. It is too late.
I dare not drink yet, madam. By and by.
My lord, I'll hit him now.
I do not think it.
And yet, 'tis almost against my conscience.
Come for the third, Laertes. You but dally. I pray you, pass with your best. Violence, I'm afeard you do make a wanton of me.
Say you so? Come on!
Nothing, either way.
Oh, part them, they're but incense!
Hey! Come again.
Look to the queen there! Oh! They bleed on both sides! How is my lord? How is Laertes?
Like a wood cut to my own spring, my sons, I'm justly killed with my own treachery.
How does the queen?
She swoons to see them bleed.
No, my dear head. The cup. The cup. I'm poisoned.
Treachery! Oh! Villainy, let the doors be shut!
It is here. Hamlet, thou art slain. Indeed, there is not half an hour of life left. In thy hand, the treacherous instrument unbaited and envenomed. The fell practice hath turned itself on me. Here I lie, ever to rise again, thy mother poisoned. I can no more. The king! It's the king to blame!
Treason! The point, envenom too. Venom to thy work.
Defend me! Friends, I'm but hurt!
Here! Thou incestuous! Thou murderess! Damn. Drink off this potion. Is thy union here?
Follow my Exchange forgiveness with me. Noble Hamlet, mine and my father's death come not on me, nor thine on me.
Heaven make thee free of it! I follow thee. I am dead, Horatio. Wretched Queen of Dove, adieu. I'm dead, Horatio. Thou livest. Report me, and my cause a right to the unsatisfied.
You never believe it! I am more an Ensic Roman than a Dane. You said some liquor.
Sort of man give me the cup! By heaven, I'll have it! You that are but mutes, or audience at this act. Had I but time, I could tell you. Oh! Good Horatio. Oh, what a wounded name. If ever thou didst hold me in thy heart, absent thee from felicity a while, and in this harsh world, draw thy breath in pain to tell my story.
Now cracks a noble heart. Good night, sweet prince. And flights of angels sing thee to thy rest.
let 4 captains bear Hamlet like a soldier to the stage. For he was likely, had he been put on, to have proved most royally. And for his passage, the soldier's music